Welcome to Without Bias.
Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees. Call 135050. Get set, go. Local legends want it. A bowls green is just up the road. Search Bowls Club near me.
Yes, indeed. Very good evening. Welcome to Without Bias, our dedicated lawn bowls show, part of the Sporting Capital on SEN, as we delve in to the wonderful world of lawn bowls for Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. Search Bowls Clubs near me, and their proud sponsor and major partner, Apia, proudly supporting Bowls Australia. We are all gearing up now for what's to come at the end of July, at the end of this month, when our Jackaroos take to the greens in Birmingham for the Com Games. So a couple of stars of our Jackaroos lineups joining us across the next half an hour. A little bit later on, we'll be joined by Ellen Ryan, who's heading over as part of the Jackaroo squad. But before we get to Ellen, our first guest this evening is a man who just came off winning his maiden Australian Open title in the para pairs at the Australian Open. He is one of our right-at-home Jackaroos, the official naming rights partner of the Australian Jackaroos. He's competing in the para bowls in Birmingham. Damien Delgado has been good enough to jump on the line with us. Damien, hello, mate.
How you going?
Well, I'm really well. Congratulations, first and foremost, on your selection to the Com Games. I understand it's your first. How excited are you to be heading over to Birmingham?
I'm really excited. It's starting to get more real day by day as we count down the last week before we start heading off. Sort of been waking up during the night, not sleeping as well as usual, getting all excited, waking up at 2 a.m. and stuff like that. So no, really looking forward to the experience.
So Damien, just talk to us about your journey to get to where you are now, about to board a plane to Birmingham, your journey to bowls and to para bowls.
So for me, I had a car crash back in 2008. Spent a good portion of a year and a half in hospital. Lots and lots of operations. But yeah, for me, for bowls too, I sort of just fell into it. I was just at the local bowls club with my now-to-be wife. And the local greenkeeper just said, you can get a wheelchair that will allow you to go on the green. And that was it. 6 months later, we had a wheelchair made and built for the greens. And since that first roll-up, I've never looked back. It's been great.
So, before that, had you been an avid lawn bowler, Damien?
No, not at all. Yeah, never played. I can't say never. Probably 2 or 3 barefoot bowls things with some mates on end of year soccer trips and stuff like that. Never thought about it. Nothing at all. Closest thing, I played golf quite a lot and had a 4 handicap before the car accident, so I've found it very similar to putting, just finding your grass and your weight to putt the ball into the hole, sort of get the bowl to the kitty.
That was going to be my next question. How difficult was the learning process?
I got to say, I picked it up quite quickly. I think I had two lessons with the coach at the club at Cabarita Beach, and after the second one, he's like, "You want to come play lead for us in social bowls on a Saturday?" And I was like, "Yep, all right." So yeah, I picked it up really quickly. Yeah,
absolutely brilliant. So 13 years ago, when that happens to now, obviously is testament to you picking it up so quick. You've been able to forge a successful career in bowls, and now heading to your first Com Games. What was it? You've had some pretty good experiences already, and you understand what's to come with the tour of the UK that you went on with the Jackaroos a little earlier this year. What did you take away from that tour?
It was obviously good looking back now that we're made the Commonwealth Games team. It was good just to get to the venue and see what we're up against instead of the first time being for the Commonwealth Games and add all that daunting stuff on top of it. But it was great to get on the slow greens. I really enjoyed them. It's such a nice spot over there too, and to obviously my first tour to go to Lamington. It was a bit daunting. I haven't flown in a plane for that long anyway, being in a wheelchair, so there was all them sort of logistical stuff that was running through my mind. So, but at the end of it, once we got there, everything was all forgotten about there, and we just got stuck into it, and it's obviously going to give us a lot of experience for the games ahead, which is going to be great for us.
So you're going to be paired up with Chris Flavel in the pairs in Birmingham. You've already played a heap of matches together and know each other so well. How much confidence does that give you, knowing that you're playing with someone who you've played with so often, you've had success with? Have you got a fair confidence about you as a pair that this could be a medal Commonwealth Games for you?
Yeah, most definitely. Chris and I, we've only been playing 6 months since I got into the setup in the Australian team, but we clicked really well, and I think that's like I said, very important that both of us are on the same page. He sort of lets me do my thing. I'm leading, so he'll let me dictate what length I want to play, and I've got the confidence that if something goes not too right with me, that he'll come up and clean up anything that needs to be cleaned up and get us the victory. He's very similar to me, so I think we both clicked really well. It was like, we've known each other for a long time.
We're speaking to Damien Delgado, one of our Para Jackaroos, heading over to Birmingham for Right at Home, the official naming rights partner of the Australian Jackaroos, on Without Bias, our official lawn bowl show on SEN. So, Damien, you guys obviously know who you're going to be coming up against. You know who all the major threats are. Have you had a chance to talk tactics? I know that the Jackaroos at the moment are really big into the analytics of bowls and looking for that statistical advantage that they might be able to find. What about for you guys? Have you done much in the way of planning tactically?
We have a little bit. Obviously, we got to play all the UK teams while we were over there, so we got to sort of see who we're up against because their teams were already named when we got over there. We took some notes down about what lengths they were playing, what hand they liked, all that sort of stuff. I think, like I said before, Chris has let me dictate the length, so I get to play sort of a game of singles, really. And then from there, we've got a few little things up our sleeve if things aren't going right. But overall, I think it's, as long as I'm playing well, I think Chris will compliment me, and we should do really well over there.
Brilliant. And in terms of high performance, as I mentioned, there's a lot going into this area of things for Bowls Australia and for the Jackaroos. Ellen Faulkner's been added as the high performance manager for the Para Bowls team. What's she added?
Oh, she's great. She's really calm. So I think, with the boys, it's good to have a female influence there. And like I said, she's really calm, the way she talks and her mannerisms. And I think, once we get to the games and all that pressure and all that starts, it's really going to have that real benefit for us to have somebody so calm at our end and on our rink coaching us, as well as she's played at Leamington so many times, and it'll be definitely an advantage to have her there with all tactics on the slower greens. So she's been wonderful.
Now, as I mentioned off the top, further congratulations are in order, Damien, because you've just won your maiden Australian Open title with Cooper White Styles. Big congratulations on that. What did that mean to you, and what does it mean to you being able to look back now a couple of weeks down the track?
Yeah, thanks. That was a big highlight for me to win it with my little mate Cooper. That was his first Aussie Open, so he's 1 from 1. I was glad to finally get over the line. I've had a couple of runners up in the pairs and singles, so I was really happy to get the win. But it was probably the worst game I played over the 2 weeks of the Australian Open, I reckon. But Cooper was fantastic, so I couldn't have been more happy. Happy for him as well. He had his mum. They drove down from Mackay, a 13-hour trip, watched our game, and then got back in the car and drove 13 hours home. So it was good to win after she done that for him as well.
It support's a massive thing in any professional pursuit or just any sporting pursuit, whatever level you find yourself pursuing it at. For you, how big's Club Tweed been? Not only just to get your career started and to get you into bowls in the first place, but moving forward and moving to what you are moving to with Birmingham. I know they'll be there up all hours making sure they're cheering you on throughout the course of the Com Games. Yeah,
definitely. I left the local club where I was at to Tweed about 5 years ago, and it was definitely the best move I've made regarding bowls. Everyone's been so supportive. Their management, Turles, all the members. I can't thank them enough. it was really hard not to be able to tell them that I was in the team for the 3 weeks because we couldn't do anything until Commonwealth Games released it. So if I'd run into anyone in around Tweed, they were always asking. I had to lie to them all to say I couldn't say the team wasn't released until a couple of weeks. So yeah, that was really hard. But the club's been magnificent. Having the likes of Charles, Kelvin, Clay Stewart, and of course Lindsay there to play with. It's given me so much experience and confidence to be where I am today.
Oh, we can't wait to see.
I can't think that much.
Sorry, Damien. We can't wait to see just how far you can go in Birmingham. Wishing you all the best. Good luck for what's to come. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the experience, and hopefully it's a medaling experience for you as well. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Damien Delgado, Para Jackaroo, heading to Birmingham. All thanks to Right at Home, the official naming rights partner of the Australian Jackaroos. We're not done with our Jackaroos chats just yet. Ellen Ryan's going to join us next on the other side of the break on Without Bias, our dedicated lawn bowl show, part of the Sporting Capital on SEN.
This is Without Bias.
Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees. Call 135050. Get set, go. Local legends wanted. A bowls green is just up the road. Search Bowls Club near me.
Welcome back to Without Bias, our dedicated lawn bowls show, part of the Sporting Capital on SEN. It's all for Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. Search bowls clubs near me. And for their major partner, Apia, proudly supporting Bowls Australia. It was great to chat with Damien Delgado as he gets set to represent Australia at the Para Com Games, Para Jackaroo, and going to his first Com Games. And it's our next guest, first Com Games as well. Has had great success locally in over 100 times representing Australia, has also claimed 3 gold medals in Australian Open competitions as well, but she's heading over to represent Australia for the first time in the Commonwealth Games and has won the coveted singles position as well. It's an absolute pleasure to be joined by Ellen Ryan. Hello, Ellen.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure. Congratulations on your selection of the Com Games. You're heading off this weekend. You must be really excited to get over there and get amongst it.
Yeah, I'm just over the moon. I can't wait to get over there. I've sort of the last 2 weeks I've just been at work and I thought, what am I doing here? Like I just felt like I need to be packing and getting organised and practising. So yeah, I was just heading down there in town to get my last little bits and bobs. So can't wait to get over there.
Talk us through when you found out that you'd made the team.
Yeah, so I was at home with my mum, dad, and partner Mac. So just sort of waiting for that text message to come through, and yeah, it sort of didn't hit me when I first didn't get the message. And then I was like, oh my God, like I'm in the team. Yeah, there wasn't a dry eye in the Ryan household, so it was really exciting and very special to share it with mum, dad, and Mac.
Because your mum's been an important part of your bowls journey, hasn't she?
Yeah, she always has been. One of my first club events I won was actually the club minor pairs with mum. I think she was skipping me back then. I think times have changed now, but yeah, mum and dad, they've always been my biggest supporters. Always taken time off work to drive me all over the countryside, and yeah, I'm very grateful and thankful for their time and effort.
From winning a pairs with mum to now what you're about to do, how tough was it to keep it a secret from friends and family, given that you had to sort of keep things under wraps for a few weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, it was really tough. Obviously, we all got home from the UK and people sort of had an idea. They thought, oh, surely like these teams are out. So everyone kept asking me. I was like, oh, no, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's announced like on the 30th. And so it was quite hard to keep it under wrap, and not exactly lying, but yeah, it was hard. So it was very exciting when I could announce it to the rest of my family and friends.
Talk to us about your relationship with Christina Kristich. You guys are best friends, and you're actually going to make your Com Games debut together. It's anything we do in life where we achieve a dream is special, but when you can do it with your best mate, I think that would make it even more so.
Yeah, Chrissy's just my best mate. I count on her for everything. She's always got my back, whether it's at home or finding a new job career or at bowls. So lucky to have her and to be able to represent at Commonwealth Games with my best friend is really a dream come true. I remember I was at BPL when the actual teams were announced, like the positions, and she come up to me and said, "Els, we're playing pairs together. We're playing together, Els." And I said, "Oh yeah, like triples and fours." I'm like, "Oh yeah, cool." And then she's like, "No, we're playing pairs." I'm like, I couldn't believe what she was telling me, and we both broke out into tears. So it was a really special moment. I've got so many memories together and can't wait to make more.
Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You've also been able to secure the coveted singles position, and that's no mean feat when you have a look at some of the players that you're heading over there with in that Jackaroo squad. You yourself have represented Australia 100 times, but you've got some people that have been doing it for even longer. So to get that position, I can only imagine just how much that means to you, and I suppose knowing full well what that means, I'm sure it'd be quite humbling too.
Yeah, it was, obviously all I was focused on was just making the team.
Yeah.
And either way, I would have been so stoked to even play more in the fours, to have some mates side by side.
Yeah.
But, I'm looking forward to the singles, and I've got Kaz. She's going to be my ringside coach, so she's been there and done it all. So I couldn't ask for a better mentor to have, and I know my teammates and all of Australia are going to back me, and I guess it's just myself. I've got to believe in myself and know that I can do it. Yeah.
So that Karen Murphy you're referring to there, assistant coach, and I've had the pleasure of chatting to her numerous times on Without Bias, and speaking to Damien about it, the move now for lawn bowls into the analytics space and the high performance space, looking at data, crunching the numbers, looking to find that competitive edge. You're going to be coming up against the best singles players in the world. So I'd imagine that you maybe more so than pairs and fours, and you're going to have to be doing a fair bit of homework alongside Karen about strengths and weaknesses and crunching the numbers of the people that you're coming up against and yourself as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and that's the joy. We've been having a lot of stats, and we will be getting stats on other countries and stuff, so we can sort of analyse and look into the players that we're playing, that I'm playing, and like I said, Kaz has so much experience, so she pretty well knows most of the players and their game plans and their little antics, so she'll be able to pass it on to me, and hopefully I can go well.
What would it mean to you to be able to claim that elusive Northern Hemisphere gold medal that we've never been able to get, but the squad we've got, you would think we're positioned better than we ever have been?
Yeah, I think we've got a really good team and squad and HP staff. Like everyone going over there's great, really close-knit. We've prepared really well. I guess we're probably the best prepared that Australian team has been. So fingers crossed. But, I couldn't even describe what it would mean. I'm just smiling thinking about it. So, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Ellen Ryan is our special guest, Birmingham-bound Jackaroo on Without Bias, Local Legends Wanted Search Bowls clubs near me. So, Ellen, talk us through what you're expecting to come out of the pre-games camp. You guys have already been there for a little reconnaissance mission in May. You've had Mount Tambourine set up greens pretty similar to what you're going to experience in Birmingham for you. There's been a lot going into the build-up. You're heading over there a little earlier than some. What's the purpose, and what are you hoping to get out of that couple of weeks in camp?
Yeah, I guess we're just so lucky to have Bowls Australia backing us and to send us over 2 weeks in advance to, I guess, get our body clocks right, make sure we're well hydrated and nutrition, and just being able to prepare on those greens. We've had Mount Tambourine, which was exceptional preparation as well. So, just that and more team bonding with the group. We're already close-knit, as I said, but, just fine tweaking and, really looking forward to it.
What's most exciting to you about the prospect of heading over? What when you're lying in bed not being able to get to sleep because you know that you're counting the amount of nights and the amount of days to go until you take off, what is it that your mind goes to that is the most exciting part of all of this?
Initially it was to be in the opening ceremony and just being in the village and stuff, but I guess just being on the green and wearing the Commonwealth Games green and gold. Haven't even seen the uniform yet, so that'll be a nice little surprise when we get over there. But I just can't wait to even just see my mum and Mac in the crowd watching, and all the Aussie other supporters there cheering us all on. Beautifully
said. Can't wait to see it all unfold either. Ellen, good luck. Go well. I know you'll do us all proud, and congratulations again on your selection, but also, too, being at the forefront of it all, playing in the singles is a real honour, as you've explained to us. So we wish you all the best with it all.
Yep, thank you so much. Thank you.
Ellen Ryan heading over this weekend with the Jackaroos a couple of weeks early, Birmingham bound, and we can't wait to see how our Jackaroos do. We're going to be catching up with a few more in the coming weeks as we build up to Birmingham, and it's all for Bowls Australia. Local legends wanting to Bowls Green is just up the road. Search Bowls Clubs near me. And for Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees, you can call 13 50 50. Get set, go. That's it for us on Without Bias for another night. There's more sporting capital to come on the other side of this.
Hey, it's Pickers here. The Mildura Cup is coming up on Friday, the 22nd of July. Don't miss the live entertainment and great racing action. Join us in the Off the Bench marquee for a great day of country racing. Book now at country.racing.com/Mildura.